So within Rguroo, we start by going to the analytics, left click on that, left click on analysis, come down to mean inference, and we're going to select the drop-down menu item, left click on 1 and 2 population. And we begin by going ahead. We're not going to select a data set because we're entering in the values directly. So I come down here to the summary, and I'm going to left click in the label area, and I'm going to type in ESCs. That's going to be the label for the first population of data that we are putting sample data in for. We know that our sample mean was 3.50, sample standard deviation was 5.17, and I skip on down to the sample size, which was size 9. I'm going to label my enter value. Okay, I didn't put 9 in there. There we go. I then come over here to label for the second population, which is our control group. So I type that in. Type in the sample mean of minus 4.33, sample standard deviation of 2.76, and then lastly, the sample size for that is also 9. I have now entered in all the information we need to perform an inferential statistics confidence interval construction. Okay, so I now click on population 1 and 2 because this is going to be my difference of two populations. And I am doing a confidence interval. The confidence level is 95%, so I leave that as is. I'm doing a t-statistic test. It's a t-based test. Everything else remains as is, and then I now come up here and I click the preview button, and notice that I get all the values that I just typed in. These are the two groups of data that we have from our sample statistics that we were given. And then down below, notice what I'm given. I have the standard error calculated for me to 3 decimal places, 1.953. That matches 1.954, excuse me, that matches what we already calculated. So that's a good thing to check. The degrees of freedom to 2 decimal places is 12 and 22 hundredths. And notice I have the lower bound of my confidence level, 3 and 58 hundredths to 2 decimal places, and 12 and 8 hundredths to 2 decimal places for the upper confidence level endpoint. And then we also get the margin of error. That would be 4 and 25 hundredths to do 2 decimal places. So we get all of that information from Rguroo.